Alrighty, so we are here to finally record this session of Heroes versus Villains of the trailer I made like a couple weeks ago, and so we are going to go do that today. Alright, so on the Heroes Tribe, you probably already know who's on it because I probably sent you this trailer already, but to refresh, we have Chi-Chi DeVane first of all. So Chichi Devane walks on the beach and she's like, "All right, wake up! This ain't no dream. I'm back, the Bayou Queen." Uh, I mean, obviously, we did lose Chi Chi last year, which was really sad. But since this is a fantasy simulation where none of it's real, I figured Chi Chi has proven herself to be a hero time and time again on both her runs, and is just such a good person that she deserves to be on the Heroes Tribe. Next up on the beach is Heidi and Closet, the Shoft and Shuffle, uh, Queen of Season 12 and Miss Congeniality. So, I mean, Miss Congeniality is just a lock to get onto the Heroes Tribe unless your name is Valentina. So, therefore, she is on this tribe. All right. Next up, we have. She walks on the beach and it's Jinx Monsoon. She looks around. She's like, well, I hope I last longer than last time because if you remember during the best friend edition, Jinx Monsoon was the first out, and so this time she's here to prove that she's back again, and can last longer than a day. Next up, we got Miss Jocelyn Fox, and I of course she walks on and goes wonk wonk. I'm back. um, Jocelyn was, I think, the true miscongeniality of season six. This is a hot take. I don't care. I think Ben is great, and I think Ben is also a truly kind and generous queen. However, I do think Jocelyn stood up for a lot of people when Ben mainly was just nice to people. I think there's a difference. And I do think Jocelyn like stood up and defended Milk when Gio was attacking her and is therefore the most congenial of the cast. But that's just my opinion. All right. Next up, we got Ekaterina Petrovna Zamelochikova. Um, I mean, Katya is one of the biggest fan favorites of the show ever. So, of course, she's going to be on the Heroes Tribe. Just everyone likes her. She's congeniality of her season. She deserves it. Cool. Moving on. Next person on our tribe is Nina West. Nina West is the congeniality of her season and just has been working with the slogan of be kind to everyone. And that's kind of the mentality she took going into this season. And honestly, she kind of stayed to that motto for the rest of her season. So I think she's worthy of being a hero. Next up, we got Peppermint is back on set, and we are so excited. I tried to do a Peppermint scream, but like whatever. I mean, I don't know about you, but Peppermint just made me feel good every time she was on the screen. She just has this really infectious energy that is always positive, and it just makes you feel all nice and warm and fuzzy inside. So Peppermint's a hero and deserves to be on this tribe. Next up, we got Something Wrong from UK season one, and my personal favorite from that season. Yes, I'm biased, whatever. Um, Something just was such a rootable underdog. Um, and I really like after her first episode, I thought, oh, she's gonna make it to the end because she did that bull look, she did that stamp look. They were both fantastic, and she deserved to make it far, in my opinion. But then an unfortunate Snats game incident happened where she went home, and I would like to see a return from Something Wrong at some point. At some point. All right. Next up on the beach, steps out. Tamisha Imad is coming for you to show the girls that she can win Survivor. Tamisha Imad is here, and the season's not even over, but she's my favorite of season 13, and I think her exit was a little too premature, in my opinion. But she was a hero to root for. She got on the show immediately after battling a year long fight with cancer, and Also, she had an ostomy bag the entire time she was there, which she told no one about. I just truly think that this queen is iconic and deserves another shot at a crown, even if it's a fake one. And rounding out our heroes, all the way from season three, we have the Aisha Palante of drag. Miss Yara Sophia is on this tribe. Congeniality of her season, and I don't know. I just really like Yara, and that's good enough for me, I guess. All right, on and what is reality TV without our dastardly tribe of villains to root against? Criteria for a villain is someone who was a shit stirrer, someone who plays strategically to get ahead, someone the fans have decided to cancel and hate on, and or someone who was just a bitch, like for no reason. So, first up on the villains tribe, we have Miss Yuriko O'Hara, who not only stirred the pot on one season, but two. On both her appearances on season 9 and 10, she just poked all the buttons, whatever you want to call it. She got into a fight with Sasha, with Valentina, with Vixen, with Trinity. I mean, there's like a long list of people that she picked an argument with. And I think that in itself is enough to put her in the villains tribe. Speaking of shit stirrers, we have Gia Gunn is one of my favorite things to have happened to Drag Race. I just there's something about the way she crafts her bitchiness that just makes it so entertaining. I mean, the the shot heard around the world, well, what you want to do is not necessarily what you're gonna do. It's just it's so funny, it's so iconic. Catchphrases for days. Um, yeah, Gia Gunn deserves to be here. Um, a surprising addition to the villains tribe. Forgettable in season three and infamous in All Stars 5. We have India Farah, who made up random shit to keep herself in the game longer. Listen, I get it. You want to try to be remembered for something besides being picked up by Mimium first. I'm not sure if this was the route you should have taken, but hey, you got the airtime, so I guess it worked, you know? Next up, we got Morgan McMichaels, all the way from season two. I mean, Morgan's responsible for the first big fight of Drag Race, right? That was her and Mystique Summers Madison of, bitch, I am from Chicago. Hit me. Hit me. Like, it is still one of the best fights in reality TV, in my opinion. Right up there with Pumpkin in New York from Flavor of Love. And I definitely think she deserves to be here, especially because on All Star Street, she was like, hi, everybody, so great to be here. I'm going to get rid of the biggest competition. Just saying. Like, you know, as Katya so wisely said it, you don't go up to the party and say, hi, everybody, I have a knife and I'm the killer. You know? Like, you got to be more subtle about it. And speaking of subtle strategy, the next person that walks on the beach is just legs for days, Naomi Smalls. Is Naomi Smalls going to be in every simulation I run? Possibly. Do I just really like her? Yes. Um, Naomi Smalls is here because she eliminated Manila. Enough said. Alrighty. Uh, Next up, I mean, we can't have a tribe consisting of Drag Race's greatest villains without mentioning Miss Fifi O'Hara. I mean, one of the biggest names in Drag Race, in Drag Race Legends, and I also just a phenomenal queen, if you ask me. Like her cosplay looks top notch. Not gonna lie, you know they're pretty good. So yeah, Fifi's here. Looking for redemption, or maybe she's gonna play a more villainous game than she did her first go about. Who knows? We'll see. Um, Next up, a newbie on the block of villains. We have Raja O'Hara from season 11. Now, season 11 had ample villains I could have picked from. I could have picked Silky because it's Silky, and Silky really annoys me, but like, whatever. I could have picked Akira, who's a personal favorite of mine, because Akaria, if you watch Untucked, intentionally stirred the pot every time and then always got away with it somehow. But hey, like if you can, go for it, right? But I ended up picking Raja because I think there's a lot more interesting dynamics with adding Raja to this tribe, and Raja is also the most hot-headed of the three. So I feel like production would like to have her here to like maybe get some more fights. Who knows? A more interesting villain we have on the tribe. We have Rebecca Glasscock all the way from season one. Oh my gosh, what can I say about Rebecca? I mean, Rebecca was our first villain ever, right? Because the entire cast hated her. They hated working with her, and they were just really not a fan of Rebecca. And then she was also a diva the entire time. She walked off set twice during a challenge, and no one cared. When they were filming the Final Three music video, she was like 20 minutes late. Like, I, you know, I always say Valentina went to the Rebecca Glasscock College of Diva-ness because Rebecca did it all. Like, did not care she was late. She was like, they'll wait for me. And she's a villain for that reason. Alrighty. Um, I mean, here's what's gonna happen. The helicopter doors open, and then we just hear, I'm Roxy Anderson. I'm here to make it clear. I know you love me, baby. That's why you brought me here. Absolutely, Roxy Anderson is going to be on the villains tribe because nothing's the, the one thing that stands out most in my mind from season five. There's a lot of great things from season five, but one of my personal favorites is when it's top three and Jinx goes, well, what has been your favorite moment of the season? And Roxy, without hesitation, goes, seeing you in the bottom two. It is so good every time I watch it. And it's just so savage. And right, yes, in All Stars she did redeem herself and was a lot nicer, didn't play any mind games, but I mean that first run was vicious and it was such good TV. Rounding up the Villains Tribe, we have the winner of UK season one. We have the Vivian. Now, I put Vivian here because I think it's a rare moment that Drag Race will show someone in a negative light for over half their storyline and still make them a winner. Like the last time that's happened was Tyra Sanchez, I think. And so Vivian's here because something is on the Heroes tribe, and Vivian was the biggest antagonizer to something wrong. So will they work together? Will they vote each other out? Is it another grudge match? Who knows? But we'll find out. All right, let's get started. All right. Um, so everybody's gonna start out on a boat, and they're going to. The boat is stocked with supplies. Each tribe has about 5 minutes of just random pandemonium where they can grab any supplies they think they will need, and then they can take that with them to their camp to set up. While they're doing that, Tamisha Iman has found the Legacy Advantage, which is basically a piece of paper that grants you immunity when there's only 13 people left in the game or 6 people in the game. So think of it as an immunity idol, but only when there's a specific number of people in the game. Otherwise, it's just a scrap piece of paper that you can't do anything with. All right. No alliances have formed on the Heroes tribe, and no alliances have formed yet on the Villains tribe. I mean, they literally just got on the beach, so of course nothing is going to happen quite yet. But first immunity challenge. Basically, do I describe the challenges, or should I just? All right. Well. So the thing is, like, the last time I did this, I randomly pulled up images of challenges and sent it. But that was over Snapchat, and it was a lot easier to go back and forth. Um, Here, I could do that, but I would have to like plan it out ahead, and I'm already recording. So we're just gonna say somebody wins immunity, right? All right. Heroes Tribe wins immunity. They also win Flint, which they can use to make fire. Everyone's super excited. Katya is excited because she's like, Woo! Not in the bottom my first week in a row. That's great for me. Jinx Monsoon makes a joke saying that at least she'll survive the first elimination, so that's nice for this run in Survivor for her. And yeah, alrighty. Uh, ooh, Jocelyn Fox and Katya have a minor fight. Um, I am not sure what this fight could be about. Maybe it's because, Katya says something that's a little like not. It's something that like Jocelyn isn't used to because Jocelyn's not used to Katya's sense of humor, and she takes a small offense to it. So they get into an argument. But because they're both heroes, they make up and they actually form an alliance. An alliance forms between Jocelyn, Katya, and Jinx Monsoon. This is interesting. Um, Jinx and Katya working together makes sense. Um, Jocelyn being in here is interesting, and they're all kind of what's this alliance called? I guess the alliance for this is the Jinx. Wait, hang on. I can't work this. Um, Jocelyn Monlova. Jocelyn Monlova. Whatever. Yep, that's what we're going with. Um, on the villain speech, Rebecca Glasscock is impressing the rest of the team. Um, it's probably because Rebecca's out there being like, I'm the fishiest one here. Look at me. And this is getting on some people's nerves because Roxy Andrews gets into a fight with Rebecca Glasscock. Um, which makes sense. Roxy's like, You're not the only pretty one on the beach, Rebecca. And Rebecca's like, Yes, I am. And we get another alliance of Eureka and Gia Gunn form an alliance. I mean, this is Team Shit Stirrer, right? There's the fun shit stirrer and there's the not fun shit stirrer, and they get into an alliance together. And then we have another alliance of Morgan, Rebecca, and Roxy. Um, they smooth out their differences. They're like, you know what? We're both pretty. We can work this out. And well, Morgan's pretty too, actually. So yeah, this is the Team Pretty tribe, or alliance. All right. So that means villains go to tribal council. Nobody has any idols or anything that can save them. And first vote, Naomi Smalls. Second vote, Naomi Smalls. Third vote, Roxy Andrews. Fourth vote, Roxy Andrews. We are tied 2 votes Naomi, 2 votes Roxy. Fifth vote, Naomi Smalls. Sixth vote, Roxy Andrews. We are tied again, 3-3 each. Seventh vote, Roxy. Oh, eighth vote, Roxy. So that is 5 votes Roxy, 3 votes Naomi, 2 votes left. Naomi Smalls, that's 5 votes Roxy, 4 votes Naomi. And last vote, Roxy Andrews voted out. Damn, okay. So Naomi walks, no, not Naomi, whoops. Um, Roxy walks up to Jeff and Rue. They're co-hosting. Yes, they are. It's my game. They're co-hosting. Um, and Rue's like, Roxy, you, okay, hang on. Rue looks at her and goes, Roxy, you're a beach, but it is not your time to flame on. And then Jeff is like, I'm sorry, Roxy, but the tribe has spoken. And then Roxy's like, whatever. She's like, you know what? I didn't want to be here with Rebecca anyway, so bye. And votes for Eureka, Gia, India, Naomi, and Raja, and Viv, which means the minority of people who voted for Naomi were Morgan, Rebecca, which makes sense because they were in alliance with Roxy Andrews, and Fifi. Interesting. Alrighty. Nothing new in the hero speech. Tamisha still has the advantage, and Team Jocelyn Monlova is still in alliance. And nothing new on the villain's tribe either. Alright, next immunity challenge. So, let's say the challenge for this week is that they have to cross Okay, so they get like a brand, like a what's the word? Um, like like a famous brand of makeup, and then like a drugstore brand of makeup, and like the labels are taken off of both palettes, and they have to like guess which one's the real one and which one's the knockoff. And the Heroes tribe win immunity again, and they also win a fishing kit and a raft waiting at their tribe's camp. All right. Ooh, something happens. Hiding in closet finds the hidden immunity idol, and she is so excited. She makes a bunch of whistle noises in her confessional, um, and it. she she makes a joke that she's like, with this idol, I can like really expand my hydrates. um, and ooh, Chi Devane and Nina West get into a small fight. Um, I was gonna say like Nina West is like, "You're dead. You can't be on this tribe." But that's a little too soon. um, so let's say Chi Chi. Okay, Chi Chi's making rice for everybody, right? And Nina walks by and accidentally bumps into her, and she's just like, "Damn, Nina, them linebacker shoulders you gotta watch out for." And Nina West takes that a little personally. Heidi and Katya bond strongly. Uh, that makes sense. They're both congenialities. They both talk about, I don't know, something. And Chi Chi, Devane, and Peppermint have a major fight. Wow, Chi Chi, you're getting to fights with everybody. What's up with that? You need to calm down. And oh, another alliance forms. An alliance of Jinx and Something Wong has formed. This is the camp alliance, right? Like they're both like campy, kitschy comedy queens, and so of course they just bond a lot about that. And they're like, you know what, we can work together. Final two, the both of us, let's do it. All right. Morgan McMichaels and Raja O'Hara have a minor disagreement. Um, you know, probably they get home and they look a little beaten up from worse for wear, and Morgan has like some dirt in her face and points it out and complains about it, and Raj was like, I don't see a difference between that and your makeup though, and then Morgan takes that a little personally. In addition, Naomi Smalls and Raja O'Hara find something in common, which has a lasting impact. And apparently that comment of Raja really got to Morgan, because Morgan is having a major meltdown. She's probably like in the confessional, like, I don't know anyone here, and all these queens are from these newer seasons, and they all have connections with each other, and I'm just kind of by myself. And she's just really freaking out. Alrighty. Nobody has an idol still. Um, First vote. Oh, Villain's Tribe go to Tribal Council, obviously. First vote, Morgan. Second vote, Raja O'Hara. Third vote, Morgan. Fourth vote, Morgan. Fifth vote, Raja O'Hara. We are 2 votes Raja, 3 votes Morgan, and there are 4 votes left. And it takes a majority of 5 to vote someone out. Morgan McMichaels. That's 4 votes Morgan, 2 votes Raja, 3 votes left. And next person voted out of Game Changers or Heroes versus Villains is Morgan McMichaels. Yep, 7 people voted for Morgan, 2 votes voted Raja. I'm imagining 2 votes for Raja were the last of the Pretty Girl Alliance, which is Morgan and Rebecca. Yep, I was right. Cool. Moving on. Alrighty. Ooh, we're moving on to episode 3, and they get to the beach, and Rue's standing there, and she's like, "Ladies, everything you know is about to change." And Jeff is like, "Drop your buffs. We are switching tribes, and we're switching from 2 tribes to 3 tribes." And everybody's like, "Oh my god!" Ah! Katya's just like peeking through her fingers in her confessional. She's like, "What is going on?" Um, Tamisha is shook in her confessional. She's like, "The lady said go to another tribe." All right, and so we have a blue tribe, a red tribe, and a pink tribe. On the new blue tribe, we have Eureka, Katya, Peppermint, Fifi, Raja, and Vivian. So that means the villains have a 4-2 advantage on this tribe. On the red tribe, we have Heidi, Jinx, Naomi, Rebecca, Something Wong, and Tamisha, which means the heroes have a 4-2 advantage. And it's also kind of bad because Naomi and Rebecca are the only two villains who are in separate alliances. But Jinx is still in the same tribe as Something, and they're very close. All right. And on the pink tribe, we have Chi Chi, Gia, India, Jocelyn, Nina, and Yara Sophia. Again, heroes have a 4-2 advantage. All right. So this means all right, let's see what happens. Nothing new, nothing new. All right, some advantages to keep in mind. So on, they head back to the red tribe heads back to the red beach, and as they are passing the water wall, Tamisha notices this weird glint in the grass, and so she lets everybody walk ahead. She's like, just being the middle girl. She's like, "All right, you go in, you go in. Are you good? Do you need water?" Like, just looking around, and then she pretends to grab everybody's canteen. She's like, "I'm gonna fill everybody's water. Are we good? Cool." And as she's at the water well, she reaches into the grass and pulls out this bright ass lipstick. And she has found the hidden immunity idol, which means she now has a legacy advantage and an idol. And Heidi on the same tribe has the idol from her beach. Alrighty. On the pink beach, same process, but Nina finds the idol on the pink beach. So Nina West now has a hidden immunity idol. All right, immunity challenge, which means now it's that two tribes win immunity and one tribe goes to tribal council. Alrighty. So for today's uh, immunity challenge is they have to go through an obstacle course and fill a bucket with water and then pour the water into a larger bucket. When that bucket is full, it will lower a gate. The team will then race the gate to solve a plank puzzle. The first two tribes to get it right will win reward and immunity. All right. First team to finish is the blue tribe. So that's Eureka, Katya, Peppermint, Fifi, Raja, and Vivian. They will also win a tarp and has a choice between comfort items or seasonings. Second place tribe wins what the first placers did not choose. So they're probably going to pick. So looking at this makeup of people. Oh, Eureka's on this tribe, so she's going to really push for comfort items. Done. All right, and the second tribe to finish is the red tribe. So Heidi, Jinx, Naomi, Rebecca, Something, and Tamisha are all safe for tonight, which means our pink tribe with Nina West, who has an idol, will be going to tribal council. All right, on the blue tribe, Peppermint and Fifi bond slightly. This is kind of cute. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but I think it's probably Peppermint just being nice to everyone. And then she's like, "Oh, you do cosplay? I used to do that back when I was like clubbing in like in New York," and they bond over that. Katya and Fifi have a minor disagreement. I mean, they're probably bringing some All Stars 2 beef back, and Katya's like, I went out here and Alyssa and I were talking, and Fifi's like, "Can we not talk about Alyssa?" And they get into an argument about it. And Eureka O'Hara and Raja O'Hara find something in common. It's probably their last name. And that's it. Alrighty. Jinx Monsoon and Rebecca Glasscock have a small fight on the Red Tribe. I am not surprised. Um, Rebecca just strikes me as a person who would get on Jinx's nerves very easily. Probably she has this diva-dom attitude that Jinx does not appreciate and just, calls out really quickly. But Jinx Monsoon and Tamisha Mon bond slightly. This is the content I want to see. I want to see Jinx and Tamisha to go far in this game together. Make it happen. um, Alrighty. Okay. So on the Pink Tribe, Nina West still has that idol, and Gia and Jocelyn find something in common. They're probably bonding over memories of season 6, and it seems like they are burying the hatchet. They're like, you know what? We were both really pressured and like really stressed out, and it's just nice to have some one-on-one time where we can just chill out and relax. And then Gia's like, absolutely. Alrighty. So our pink tribe of Chi Chi, Gia, India, Jocelyn, Nina, and Yara are up for tribal council. Um, Nina West has an idol, and she decides to play the idol for herself. Interesting, because you have the numbers advantage. It could just get rid of a villain, but alright, let's see if it was worth it. First vote, Chi Chi. Second vote, Jocelyn. Third vote, Jocelyn. That's 2 votes Jocelyn, 1 vote Chi Chi. Fourth vote, Chi Chi. What? 2 votes Chi Chi, 2 votes Jocelyn, 2 votes left. Jocelyn. That's 3 votes Jocelyn. And last vote is third post person voted out of Heroes versus Villains, Jocelyn Fox. Oh my gosh! What? So you're telling me even though villains had a major disadvantage, all the heroes were like, "This is the time to turn on each other." Weird. Okay. Um. So, oh, Gia was the only person. So it was a 4-2 vote for Jocelyn, and Gia decided to vote for Chi Chi to try to save her season 6 sister Jocelyn Fox. Good on Gia. Um, Gia is kind of sad in the confessional. She's like, I tried to save that beautiful bitch, and it just didn't work out. Now my season 6 sister's gone. Oh, sad face. All right. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Nothing new on the blue tribe, nothing new on the red tribe, and nothing new on the pink tribe. Alrighty. So, we are at a reward challenge. So, for this challenge, one castaway from each tribe will use a grappling hook to retrieve a bow. Once they are done, another tribe mate will dig out a ball. A third tribe mate will attempt to balance the ball on the bow past 2 balance beams before placing the ball in a compartment. After that, the first castaway will containing a handle. The second tribe mate will once again dig out a ball, and the fourth tribe mate will bounce the ball on the handle, walking past the same balance beams before placing the second ball in the compartment. Once both balls have been collected, the final tribe mate will solve a slide puzzle. The first 2 tribes to finish win. All right, cool. And they're playing for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, cookies, and milk, and whoever comes in second just gets the sandwiches. First tribe to win is the red tribe of Heidi, Jinx, Naomi, Rebecca, Something Wrong, and Tamisha, who win the sandwiches, cookies, and milk. And Heidi's in the confessional. She's just like, I love milk, and then just like does a little like titty bip, and then just laughs at herself in the confessional. And then the pink tribe will win the sandwiches only, which is Chi Chi, Gia, India, Nina, and Yara Sophia. Alrighty. Next immunity challenge is a. Do I make it a survivor challenge or a drag race challenge? Let's say this is a. It's a. It's an improv challenge on the beach because why not? And we and Oh, okay. It's a challenge, but before they start, Rue interrupts him. She's like, "Ladies, there's just one more little twist. Today's challenge will only be won by one team, which means both tribes who don't win will go to tribal council as one group to vote one person out." Everybody's shook. Everybody's gagged. Yara Sophia is just like, "Oh my god," and yeah. So, and the winner of the improv challenge is the pink team, led by Nina West. I am not surprised that they win an improv challenge. I'm sure Jinx Monsoon is fuming that she didn't win. But Nina managed to get her ragtag bundle of girls of Chi Chi, Gia, India, and Yara together to make it seem like they were all cohesively working together. Alrighty. Dee, 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 dee. On the Blue Tribe, Fifi O'Hara and Raj O'Hara bond slightly. Again, that last name is just really common, and they're just bonding about it. Peppermint and Raja bond strongly. This, I think, makes sense. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but I feel like Peppermint and Raja would get along great, so I'm okay with this. And Eureka O'Hara and Katya have a major fight. Eureka out here picking fights with people. What did I tell you? Oh yeah. Eureka makes a joke about addiction, and Katya does not take it well. She's like, you really shouldn't be making fun of that in front of me. I don't appreciate that. And it has a lasting impact. Alrighty, on the Red Tribe, Heidi has an idol, Tamisha has an idol, Tamisha has a legacy advantage. Heidi and Closet and Jinx Monsoon have a minor disagreement, just a minor disagreement. It's not a fight, they're just, you know, they were unsure of what the best way to cook the rice was today, and Heidi likes it a little softer because if it's too crunchy, it gets stuck in her gap, and she doesn't appreciate that. Um, and then Heidi and Closet and Naomi Smalls bond slightly. Makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, Jinx Monsoon has decided to leave the alliance. That is her and Something Wong. Team Camp is now over. But a new alliance, a new cross-tribal alliance forms of Heidi and Closet, Naomi Smalls, Rebecca Glasscock, and Something Wong. Wow, this is an interesting bit. So Heidi, Naomi, Rebecca, and Something. This is team. God, I don't know. I have no idea what this alliance is, but it's interesting. And then we have Rebecca and Tamisha Iman. This is this is the mentor and the ingenue, right? Like the new girl who's like new to drag. Well, new to drag at this point, not really anymore. But like Tamisha's been in the game for so long and as a pageant legend, and Rebecca's just trying to like learn something from Tamisha. So it's like a mentorship alliance, which makes sense. All right. So tribal council. We have both the blue tribe and the red tribe here together to vote out one person. Heidi has an idol, Tamisha has an idol, and neither of them play it. So, first vote, Eureka O'Hara. Second vote, Something Wong. Third vote, Vivian. That's one vote Eureka, one vote Something, one vote Vivian. 9 votes left. Um. Alrighty. Next vote, Eureka. Eureka. That's 3 votes Eureka, 1 vote Something, 1 vote Vivian, 7 votes left. Righty. So 6 vote Something, 7 vote Eureka. That's 4 votes Eureka, 2 votes Something, 1 vote Viv. 5 votes left. Eureka. That's 5 votes Eureka, 2 votes Something, 1 vote Viv. 4 votes left. Something Wong. That's 5 votes Eureka, 3 votes Something. Something. That's 5 votes Eureka, 4 votes Something, 1 vote Viv. 2 votes left. And the fourth person voted out of Survivor heroes versus villains, is Eureka O'Hara, and peace fell across the land because the biggest antagonizer has been voted out. This makes sense. Eureka has been picking fights with too many people on the beaches. Everyone's like sick of it. So the people who voted for Eureka were Heidi, Jinx, Katya, Naomi, Rebecca, Something, and Tamisha. So that alliance of Heidi, Naomi, Rebecca, and Something stuck together to vote out Eureka. The people who voted for Something were Eureka, Peppermint, Raja, and Vivian. And the one vote for Viv was Fifi O'Hara, who I guess is just out of the loop and nobody wanted to include on anything. Alrighty. So, and no new alliances have formed on the blue tribe. No new alliances have been formed on the red tribe. And on the pink tribe, since Nina has played her idol, that idol gets put back into the game. And on her way to look around and kind of go walking in nature, as one does, but there are no children to be walking in nature. No Tammy Brown this season, unfortunately. Gia Gunn finds a lipstick hidden immunity idol, and she's so excited. You know, she's feeling all kind of emotions. She's feeling the three C's: crazy, cuckoo, cunt, and she is just so excited to stay in this game a little longer. Alrighty, so um, it's another reward challenge. So this is a um. All right. Mm, no, I don't ever read this. This is too long. Don't read. All right. Sorry. Red Tribe wins reward. They win baked goods, iced tea, and milk. 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 Walking with fashion. Touch. No, not that milk. Sorry. Um, and the heroes, not the heroes, the blue tribe wins chocolate chip cookies. Um, and is there no? There is no season 10 girl on this tribe. All right, so Raja will make a reference to Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. Oh, yeah, that makes sense because Vanjie was on Raja's tribe. Okay, Raja makes a reference to her season 10 sister, and she grabs the plate of cookies from Jeff and goes, "Get these cookies." Um, Alrighty. Immunity challenge. We're going back to two tribes winning immunity, and one tribe going to tribal council. Uh, for this immunity challenge, the castaways must go up and over a large wall before three members of each tribe would tumble a large timber cube towards a stand. One castaway will get atop the cube and retrieve a key. The two other tribe mates will use the key to unlock a crate of 100 sandbags. They must then carry these sandbags across an uneven balance beam. Finally, one castaway will use these sandbags as ammunition for a slingshot to knock down 5 wooden targets. The first two tribes to finish win immunity. Alright, first tribe to finish is the blue tribe of Katya, Peppermint, Fifi, Raja, and Vivian. And the other tribe to finish is the red tribe, which is Heidi, Jinx, Naomi, Rebecca, Something, and Tamisha Iman. And that means pink tribe is going to tribal council, and Gia has an idol on that tribe, so we'll see what happens. Katya and Fifi O'Hara have a major fight. I am not surprised. Well, I actually am because on All Stars, if you watch like the bonus clips, Katya and Fifi have like an actual really close relationship and like are friendly with each other. But I think at this point, you know, it's what episode 5, so like day 15. People are hungry, they're tired, they're stressed, and just tensions are running high. And Katya is, however, impressing the rest of the tribe by just doing her little flexible things on the beach. Katya is leading a yoga course for the rest of her tribe. Absolutely, that's what this is because she is certified to do that. Uh, and so she's just out there on the beach, fully being coached from Survivor Token Tees and leading a Tai Chi yoga class. And a new alliance forms on this tribe, an alliance of Peppermint, Raja, and Vivian. Interesting. Raja and Peppermint makes sense. Vivian being added to this group. Vivian is a winner. And Vivian knows as a winner that to make it to the end, you gotta have alliances. So she kind of weaseled her way into this alliance to get to try to gain herself further in the game. Alrighty. Um, Rebecca and Tamisha Mon find something in common. Makes sense because, Tamisha took Rebecca under her wing and is sort of mentoring her. But Rebecca leaves that alliance of Heidi, Naomi, and something. And so Rebecca says, Deuces, I got my mama mentor. I'm just going to work with her. And that leaves Heidi, Naomi, and something Wong working together. This makes more sense. Rebecca's involvement with this alliance didn't make sense to me. But Heidi, Naomi, and something Wong, absolutely. I can see the three of them working together. Um, yep. Alrighty. Gia has the idol in the pink tribe, and Chi Chi Devane and India Farah find something in common. Um, okay, they're both stunt queens. That makes sense. Okay. Um, and a new alliance forms of Chi Chi, India, and Nina West. So the stunt queens are an alliance. That makes sense. Nina. Okay. Nina and India make sense because both of them do like classic old school drag, right? Like big hair, big eyeshadow. Um, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Um, so we have our tribe of five of Chi Chi, Gia, India, Nina, and Yara. Chi Chi, India, and Nina are in an alliance, and that leaves Yara and Gia on the bottom. However, Gia has an idol, and she decides to play it for Yara Sophia, of all people. Interesting. Okay, so first vote, Yara Sophia does not count. Second vote, Yara Sophia does not count. Third vote, Yara Sophia does not count. So this was a successful play by Gia Gum for Yara Sophia. Fourth vote, Nina West. Nina West has been voted out of the island. Damn. Okay. Um wow. This was a successful play by Gia Gunn to keep herself in the game. And by playing it for Yara, it means that Yara trusts Gia, which means they will probably align or continue or start working together a little bit more closely to get them each other further in the game because Yara owes her life to Gia. Wow, that's weird. And yeah, and Nina West has been voted out of the game. Alrighty. Ooh, so they get back on the beach, and Rue's there, and she's like, "You know what? I'm not done messing with your guys' emotions yet. You're gonna switch up again." But now they're going from three tribes back to two. Um, One castaway will draw a package without a buff, and they will end up going to Exile Island. So everybody opens their stuff, looks into their package, gets a new color buff, finds out where they are, and as they're opening it up, um, India Fair just goes, fuck. And she reveals that she doesn't have a buff, which means she is going to Exile Island. India Fair is not happy about this. In her confessional, she just shakes her head and goes, prison, honey. Prison. Um, but on Exile Island, she actually gets to pick her choice of one of three possible advantages. She either can get an extra vote, she can get a kit to design a fake hidden immunity idol, which looks like a real one, but it can't be used as one, or she can choose a challenge advantage for her new tribe, which she will end up joining. So India Farah chooses the kit to design a fake hidden immunity idol. That's a dumb move because I think it's the worst advantage of the three, but okay, cool. And basically, she's going to stay on to exile, and then the two new tribes will compete for immunity. Whoever loses go to tribal council and vote someone off, and India will Pharaoh will replace the person they just voted off. Alrighty. So, our new blue tribe is Heidi, Jinx, Naomi, Raja, Rebecca, Tamisha, and Yara Sofia. Alright. And our new red tribe is Chi Chi, Gia, Katya, Peppermint, Fifi, Something, and Vivian. Ooh boy. Alright, let's see what alliances are intact. On the red tribe, Heidi and Naomi are still together, which means their alliance is still going strong. However, they're missing something wrong from their alliance. On the red tribe, Rebecca and Tamisha are still together, so that's good for them because they're still aligned. And that's kind of it. Oh boy. Okay, we'll see. And and then the other alliance that's still intact on the blue tribe is Peppermint and Vivian, although they're missing Raja. Alrighty. So, first up, new. um, I sound like Jeff. Jeff Goldblum. Yeah. Anyway, immunity challenge. The contestants have to dive in and climb onto a platform. They must then cross a monkey bar by treading over a rope. They will then lift heavy puzzle pieces into a sled situated on a platform. Once all the puzzle pieces have been collected, the tribes must drag their sleds down the platform up a hill with the help of logs onto the finish. 3 members of each tribe will then solve a barrel puzzle. The first tribe to complete their puzzle wins. Alright. So, red tribe wins immunity. So Chi Chi, Gia, Katya, Peppermint, Fifi, Something Wong, and Vivian are safe for tonight's vote, which means the blue tribe will go into tribal council. Some things to keep in mind is that Heidi still has an idol, Tamisha still has an idol, and Tamisha also has legacy advantage on this blue tribe. Tamisha and Rebecca are still in alliance, but at this point in the game, Tamisha's looking around. She's like, Rebecca's dead weight, and she's dragging me down. And so Tamisha's like, listen, baby girl, you're on your own now. I've given you your wings. You better start flying quick. And so Tamisha's like, bye. But Rebecca doesn't take that too well and immediately jumps on board with Raja and Yara to form an alliance. And Chicha Devane and Something Wrong have a minor disagreement. And, oh boy. Interesting. I'm not sure what that would be about, but then again, cool. And the alliance that formerly was Peppermint, Raja, and Vivian, Peppermint leaves that alliance. Alright, so our blue tribe goes to tribal council. Heidi, Jinx, Naomi, Raja, Rebecca, Tamisha, and Yara. Raja, Rebecca, and Yara are in an alliance. And that leaves 4 people on the outs, which is Tamisha, Naomi, Jinx, and Heidi. Naomi and Heidi are in an alliance, so they could scoop up Jinx and Tamisha. Yep. Or the alliance of Raja and Rebecca and Yara could scoop up Jinx and Tamisha. So we'll see. Neither Heidi nor Tamisha play their idol. So, first vote, Rebecca. Second vote, Jinx. Third vote, Jinx. That's 2 votes Jinx, 1 vote Rebecca. Rebecca, we are tied. 2 each, Rebecca, Jinx, 3 votes left. Jinx. That's 3 votes Jinx, 2 votes Rebecca, 2 votes left. Rebecca. Ooh, okay. 3 votes Jinx, 3 votes Rebecca, 1 vote left. And the 6th person voted out of Heroes vs. Villains Drag Edition is Rebecca Glasscock. Woo! Now, I like Rebecca, don't get me wrong, but if it was a choice between Jinx or Rebecca staying, I am glad Jinx is staying in this game. And Jinx makes a similar comment. She's like, that was a little too close for comfort. And Rebecca is just mad. She's like, this is stupid. I didn't want to be here anyway. Ugh. And leaves the tribe and the island. And so, yeah, what happened is Heidi and Naomi stuck together and they scooped up Jinx and Tamisha to vote out Rebecca. Makes sense. Smart move. Alrighty. And with that, what just happened? Oh, India replaces Rebecca on the blue tribe, and we have 14 people left in the game. Alrighty. Da-da-da-da. Raja and Yara are still aligned, but that's kind. Oh, and of course, Naomi and Heidi are still aligned on the blue tribe. And on the red tribe, we have any new alliances? Nope. Cool. Alrighty. Righty. It is a reward challenge. I'm not gonna go over reward challenges because they're not important. But the red tribe wins reward, and they will win 10 pizzas and a cold soda. Ooh, no, and cold soda, not a cold soda. They share one cold soda between the 7 of them. Not during Corona times, they're not. Let me tell you. And so now we go to immunity. So for this immunity challenge, 4 tribe members are pulled across the water in a boat. One tribe member must dive down and retrieve buoys with letters on them from a net. After all the buoys are untied, they must use them to spell out the word metamorphosis. The first tribe to do so wins. Alrighty, so villains, not villains. Red tribe wins immunity, and that is Chi, Gia, Katya. That was weird. Peppermint, Fifi, and Something Wong and Vivian win immunity. Which means the blue tribe is going back to tribal council. Chi and Peppermint have a major fight on the red tribe, and Geogun and Peppermint have a major fight on the red tribe. Hi. Gia and Peppermint, probably Gia is just really grading people right now, and Peppermint's fed up. I'm not sure why Peppermint and Cheech are getting into a fight. Maybe Peppermint is just tired at this point, and every little thing is bugging her, and she's trying hard not to roll her eyes. And Cheech just said one thing, and Peppermint just gave the longest sigh, and it just blew up. But they made up because both Chi and Peppermint are both heroes, and so they bond slightly afterwards. They're like, you know what, girl, I'm sorry. That was uncalled for, and I apologize. Alrighty. Blue Tribe of Heidi, India, Jinx, Naomi, Raja, Tamisha, and Yara are back at Tribal Council. Heidi and Tamisha both have an idol, and neither of them play it. So, some things to keep in mind. Heidi and Naomi are in an alliance. Raja and Yara are in an alliance. That leaves Tamisha, Jinx, and India to kind of be outliers that could be scooped up by either alliance. Alright, first vote, Yara. Second vote, Jinx. Third vote, Yara. Fourth vote, Yara. That's 3 votes Yara, 1 vote Jinx. 3 votes left. And 7th person voted out of Heroes versus Villains is Yara Sophia. It was a unanimous vote. Everyone voted for Yara except for Yara, who voted for Jinx. Even Raja, Yara's ally, voted for Yara, which is why Raja is on the villains tribe. Damn. That is an exit. And with that, we have made it to the merge. There are 13 people left in the game. Chi-Chi, Gia Gun, Heidi Ann Closet, India Farah, Jinx Monsoon, Katya, Naomi Smalls, Peppermint, Fifi O'Hara, Raja, Something Wrong, Tamisha, and Vivian have made it to the merge. Merge tribe's name is Winner Circle because, they made it to the merge and nobody else did. Some interesting breakdowns of tribe alliances. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heroes and 6 villains. Not a terrible breakdown because it means they just need one person to flip if they wanted to vote as their former archetypes. However, there are some tribal alliances of Heidi, Naomi, and something are still aligned, I believe. And we'll see how this plays out. But I am going to do a quick break here and edit the first half of this video up until this point, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, deuces.